Good evening, y'all. What's the deal? What's up, man? Watch your phalanges, watch your backside. What's going on, everybody? The last few hours of this nasty 2021. Welcome to New Year's Eve. The party begins now. Thank you for coming, being a part of what we call my name, Lil Pun, history. History's in the making. Thank everybody's in the building. I see Tommy had came in. I see Sir Early's in the building. I see we got 4 to 5 Bush babies, and everybody's trying to come along, and that's what's up. I asked y'all people to come out this evening. Milano, the traveler, the vlogger's here. Thank you, brother. I asked my brothers and sisters of the congregation to step out this evening to set off this eve righteously by coming over here and checking out. I have a guest. This different type of brother, that's been on the airwaves, that's been doing this thing with his partner, along with doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying, and getting it out the mud. So I'm waiting for my guest. He's already here. So JM, I ain't got nothing on the stove. Thanks for asking. Venezuela, thank you for coming. You might not like this. There might be some gangsters in the building. Brother, I'm just waiting for the guest. I know he's here. Just hit the link. But only the guest to hit the link. I know he was already there, but I had him waiting. We're just waiting for the guest. Like I said, so I was just having to sit down with the brother, you know what I'm saying, of the community. So a friend of mine, a brother of mine, that, you know what I'm saying. And I sort of like to let you know a little something different about the brother, and those who don't know about him to get to know him and continue to know him as he just drop game on you guys as you continue to watch his platform. Happy New Year's to everybody. Thanks as well as TDM 617. Finally got my piece building. I'd like to see that 617. I see my honey bun Yola's in building. This is in why the style. Thank you for coming for your boy. I had him wait, so now I guess he's having us wait. But he's here. Hopefully he's not having no problem getting up here. Sometimes you have these little difficult technical difficulties sometimes when it's coming up on these platforms, but that's how it works. So everything is under, you know what I'm saying? Everything is fine. Yeah, so like I said, we're kicking off, man. Happy New Year's to everybody. Be safe if you're gonna go out in the elements and try to have fun with it. I would, myself relax, chill, do it from the crib, but you never know. How's everybody feeling? What we got going on there? I mean, this one should be a nice ride, so you might as well go ahead and roll up while you got time now. Pop that bottle. Just once again, I just hope you ain't having no problem getting up in here. Oh, you backstage? You tried to hit the link? That's what I figured. I threw the link out there. Hold on. Oh, it was wrong. My fault. The link, I think the link was wrong. I know. No, I think you're supposed to begin it. I was gonna ask Yolanda about that. Hold on. Damn, they got sirens going on. What's the problem? Yeah, go out fame, because I think that I gave you was the wrong link the first time. I don't know why they did that. It was the wrong link. He got to see that. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. What's going on?
Yo, what up, bro? Yeah, you said it was the old link. Yup.
Yeah. Okay, Renzo's in the building. So, okay, that's what's up. All right, man. Here we go, man. It's good to see you. How you doing this evening, man? To start this New Year's thing off right.
I'm doing good, man. Happy New Year, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute
Yes,
to the
same
chat.
to you.
You know how it
Yes,
go,
sir.
man.
All
I'm
right.
ready. I'm ready. I'm always on time. Salute to the people,
Yeah,
man.
you
I see my
def.
people in the building. You heard? I see your
Oh
people
yeah.
here. What up, Diz?
Mm-hmm.
I see my
All
boy.
right.
My boy. Hold up, my boy Venezuela
How
pulled
did
up.
he? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
see my boy. I see my boy Venezuela. What up, though, bro? Do your thing. I'm with you, man.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm saying like, cause I know you thought it gonna be like a regular show. But it's all about you. We can turn it up in a second. Damn, she didn't listen to either. It's a personal interview, Yola. That's what I was just.
Oh,
I
it's all
didn't even
good,
think.
bro. It's all
Nah,
good.
I was also trying to tell her. Everybody's trying to come out. Nah, they all they're all not getting that. I tried to tell her that, tell them that earlier. Branzo, you know how it is. This is his personal interview. Y'all know my thing. Personal interviews is all about the person. So was there, but for the people, you know how we do. We got people from here to Germany, like Alan just pulled up where he from London or something, right? We got people across the globe. So go ahead and let the people know who you are, bro.
Well, I'm for no fame. You understand? I'm from Brooklyn, New York,
Hmm.
East New York to be exact. Um, I'm just a regular dude, man. I'm a dude that went through adversity in life. I'm a man that went through adversity. You know, um,
Anyway, with
I
that,
learned how to find my way as a man. I went through trials and tribulations. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that's
And
my
what I, you know what I'm saying. And
fam.
my
Let
whole
me,
point
yeah,
is,
because you
go
gonna
ahead,
kill
bro.
like, yeah, because you gonna kill like 5 of my questions, because those be the questions that like I ask, bro. But it's all good. So I wanted to backtrack. That's why I'll try to slow you down. But
Yeah,
that was definitely good because you on it. I know I don't need to worry about that. But you already on it. But what I
yeah.
want you to what you want to say is like you said. You said you was from Brooklyn. You said you was in Brooklyn all of your life. I mean, far as living, I don't even know like if you slid through towns and
Nah,
stuff.
not my whole life. Nah, I'm talking about.
But
I've been a dude. I've been a traveling dude my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
okay,
Due to
well,
basically, I'm gonna say it like this. Due
mhm,
to a life of crime, I've been all over, and I'll leave it at that.
okay. Okay. So, because the reason why I like that, I always like to ask people to paint the picture. So I'm gonna still ask you, being from East New York, because a lot of people, especially the law and people being from other states, the Big Apple, the big city. I just would still like your travels and your times of being in East New York. Could you just give us a picture like how No Fame's childhood was growing up in Brooklyn?
Growing up in Brooklyn, well, the first thing I learned was you gotta hold your own. You know what I'm saying? You gotta hold your own, and you gotta be able to fight for what's yours and to protect what's yours. That's the first thing I
Mm-hmm.
learned. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta establish
Right.
yourself. That's the first thing I learned.
That's what's up.
Technically,
Would you,
yeah,
right? Would you say that like in your backyard or your environment, saying, affected you like in any type of way, far as coming up, your behavior, your attitude towards life, or anything like that?
definitely, definitely did. Like I said, definitely. The hood where I'm from, we always had to fight for what we had. You know what I'm saying? We had to hold it down. That was our saying, hold it down. You understand? We always had to hold down what was ours. You know what I'm saying? The part
Mm-hmm.
where I'm from, it's different projects, different neighborhoods, all make up the one side where I'm from. East New York is big, but I'm from a particular side. You know what I'm saying? And the
Mm-hmm.
side where I'm from, it's a lot of project environment. It's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of have and have-nots going on. You know what I'm saying? But we made up that whole community. And like I said, my neighborhood, we always had to fight for what we had. You know what I'm saying? We had to fight against many different hoods. You know what I'm saying? I learned that. I'm talking about like elementary school, 6th grade.
Mm-hmm. Definitely get that. I would say, what the thing is, how would we say about like talents? What how was you ever, into the thing, try to be a rapper at any time or get influenced, inspired by music coming up?
Of course, bro. You know what I'm saying? I used to rap as a young boy, you know what I'm saying? But when I got into my teenage years, well,
Right.
put it like this: I first got in trouble like I say like 13 going on 14. I got in trouble, and
Uh
at that point, that's when my mother first she went and she bought a crib down south, and while I
hmm
was going to family court for like a year, when the case was up, then that's when we moved down. You know what I'm saying? She moved me down south. But during that whole time, I was always back and forth. So I would always come home every break, every summer. You know what I'm saying? And during this whole time, that's when a lot of things started changing. But my point is, when we was teenagers, my homeboy got a deal at D&D Studios, a production deal, and that's when I used to be up in the studio. You know what I'm saying? With people like, you know, DJ Premier, Gangstar, you know, KRS. It was a lot of people. Like, you know, before Rockefeller started, Jay-Z, OG, Jazzo used to be in there. The Boot Camp Clique, you know, such as you know, rest in peace, Sean Price, Ruck and Rock. A lot of people that started. Fat Joe used to be up in the studio. You know what I'm saying? They did their first albums in D&D Studios. That was like the place to be. So when I was young, I used to just be up in there observing. And I also, that's when I started getting into later on, like making beats and all that, producing and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So that ain't wooden there. Me and P can hit you for a beat then.
I ain't making no beats right now, but that's always part of the agenda. That's always part of the agenda. You feel me? But far as with the machines and all that, I'm nice with all the machines and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you see, if you was to get back into like saying, for instance, if I was serious, that if I had the bread to throw that machine into in your possessions, then you'd be all good to get right back in.
Of course, bro. It's like riding a bike.
That's what's up. I just act that because, you know, sometimes you like to know the backgrounds, and, you know, also a lot of people like to rap. Like you said, I've heard you say that before, that spending money in it's a time that you gotta. So I'm gonna even ask you that question because I heard you. What made you stop messing with music?
Basically, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. A life of crime, man, always derailed me. Meaning, like, when I was young in the studio, I never was a follower. Like, you know, a lot of time we would sacrifice that rap career. We would sacrifice our money to try to, you know, get in the game. But even back then, we peeped, there was a lot of politics. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it would be a lot of yes men, or, you know, sometimes you be in the studio broke. You might be around all the rappers, or whatever. You trying to get your thing going, but you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of time I would say F the rap game, and I'll just go get me some money. Then I would always come back, you know. I would always keep my foot in the door. I would always be around, but I always had to be a type of dude to get money. Man, I was on that young, you heard? I had to get my own. So that's what always derailed my whole life, in and out the game. You know what I'm saying? Fly straight, back in the game. Fly, you know what I'm saying? That was my life story for a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I was good in the street. I was good at it. You know what I'm saying? Just being real.
That's what's up. What do you define being a stand-up guy?
Man, a stand-up guy is being yourself, man. Being yourself and standing up for what's right, man. You know what I'm saying? It's real simple, man. Just be yourself. You know, my whole thing was being myself, standing up for what's right, being there for my brothers, you know what I'm saying? Showing love, you know, spread love is the Brooklyn way. That's how we was raised, you know what I'm saying? If I got it, you got it. You know what I'm saying? And just holding it down, man. Not letting nobody take nothing from you, not letting nobody violate you, you know, and taking up for the weak, you know what I'm saying? Taking up for those who can't take up for themselves. Like, that's like part of the recipe of who I was growing up and who I am still. You know what I'm saying?
Right now, I guess it's like the same, it's doubles. Would you say that you're for right now?
Repeat that question, bro.
I would say, like, I actually stand up guy. What do you stand up for right now?
And right now, I just stand up. I just stand up for truth, man. I just, you know, I stand up for what's right, man. That's it, bro. I stand up for what's right, man. I'm not a follower. I'm not a coward. I stand up for what I believe in, man. You know what I'm saying? That's it's real simple with me, bro. You know.
Yeah, that's what's
and I stand up for the voiceless, those who don't have a voice, man. That's what I stand up for. You know. That's it, man.
Right. Because, like I said, I'm trying to get these questions is actually stuff because you got people to follow you and, like, you know what I'm saying, what you've been about, for how long you've been on the tube, and the time that I've known you, and, you know, for people to, like, get another side. And, like, I had these questions in the game that I play. We're gonna get so people know, like, because I like to do this with people, especially with other YouTubers over big celebrities or people that the big YouTubers, us that's where we're at. You know what I'm saying? So that you notice how, like, even though most of us don't mess with Vlad, but those interviews where you might not necessarily like an artist, but then you listen to their interviews, a feeling of how the brother is, and you kind of look at him different. Like, yeah, I might still not buy the album, but I can kind of fuck with the dude because he's a real one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you on that. Yup.
Hold on. Alan, it's under the screen. It's not the same history. It's double X's. It's double sign HIX story. Um, how long was you like watching YouTube for just player entertainment?
Man, since '09 to when Soldier Boy came out, around that time when Soldier Boy first came out, that's the time I remember clear as day. Now that might have been like '08, you know what I'm saying? And at this
Okay.
time when I was on YouTube, it was a lot of truth was on there. That was before the commercials, before that's when you could just it was really about whatever video you had on your phone, you can upload it to YouTube and then create your own movies or shows with, you know what I'm saying? Which is about basically putting your personal videos on YouTube. And around that time, a lot of people was putting like music videos on there. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was a time when like say videos from back in the day, people who used to watch MTV or whatever, they used to record the videos and they would upload videos. So I was always watch YouTube for throwback videos. And also at that time, a lot of truth was on there because you had a lot of people that was whistleblowers, people that used to be with the government, things like that. They were speaking a lot of truth and they was putting it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I'm also going to give Sarnetta his credit because Sarnetta, I think I started watching Sarnetta. I started watching Sarnetta about '09, but I was on
Okay.
YouTube, I say from like '08, definitely around that time.
Okay.
That's when I first started watching. Ever since I was watching YouTube, like I was on YouTube before Facebook started popping. It was around the time of MySpace. I was on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And once I found out the things that was on YouTube, I really never was watching TV like that or cable. And like I told you, I always living a life of crime, so I was always on the road, back and forth, all over the place. So I used to use YouTube to be informed of what was going on in the whole world. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. That's
Yeah.
what's all right. So saying that, when did you decide yourself to be a YouTube content creator?
Well, I decided a long time ago. But what it was a time when I was on the run. You dig? It was a time in my life I was on the run, so I could never really make my social media presence. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that went for every platform from Facebook to Instagram. I couldn't even show my face on there. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't make myself known. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I had to watch. I watched a lot of people come in the game. I watched a lot of people go viral on Instagram, like dudes like DC Young Fly, and I remember he was just a regular Instagram dude. Like I'm talking about back then. I see when a lot of people blew up off of Instagram, but I couldn't make my way. You know what I'm saying? I had to be behind the scenes. I always had to be behind the scenes because I had warrant. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
after my time of being on the run, about 2018 is when I finally got my life cleaned up, because I had already been on the run past the statutes of limitations, which was 7 years. But
Wow.
I gave it more time, you know what I'm saying, just to be on the safe side. I still live like I
Hmm.
was on the run after 7 years, even though I didn't do no, you know what I'm saying, I didn't get no trouble. But what it was in 18, when I officially had to face them demons, and I you know what I'm saying, I got arrested for that old warrant, and I had to sit up
Hmm.
in that jail for a couple weeks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then eventually they let me go. That's when I became clean. And after that, you know what I'm saying, I got a job and I just started flying straight from there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Was it being in a cage, but was it any like defining moment, being bagged or anything that was going on in your psyche that like kind of made you just turn your back into whatever it is you was doing out there?
Basically, man, I was already tired. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I wanted to be
Hmm.
legit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, when you're on the run, you can't do nothing. You can't get nothing in your name. You know what I'm saying? You can't get no clean money. I had to get everything. Everything I had to get off the street for years. You know what I'm saying? I had like three different socials. You know what I'm saying? I had to memorize three different socials, things like that, bogus names. You know what I'm saying? I was
Mm-hmm.
really living that type of life, bro, and it got tiring. You know what I'm saying? In between all that, you know, having kids. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things I had to carry a lot of burdens, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
once I got legit, that was a big burden off my back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
When you did decide to get your channel, um, what did you decide that you wanted to do with your channel? If you made a decision of what direction.
And my whole thing was, bro, to speak my truth and speak the truth and let my voice be heard. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be real. I support a lot of brothers on YouTube. Damn near every brother on damn near every dude on YouTube right now I supported at one point. You know what I'm saying? I'm being real. Up in the chat, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Commenting. But then I started noticing dudes, you know what I'm saying? They won't acknowledge real
Mm.
comments. Certain dudes, they wouldn't acknowledge
Right.
what was real. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Not only will they
I
not
noticed.
acknowledge you, some dudes will actually block you if you didn't agree with them. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So that's when I started peeping a lot of fraudulent behavior on YouTube. And then I started seeing dudes bringing up a lot of stories from the past for clout. You know what I'm saying? I seen dudes lying, and I seen dudes trying to remix New York history. So my whole point was New York City. You know what I'm saying? Anybody had something to do with New York, I was on them. Period. You know what I'm saying? And I know all the history of New York City. You dig? I was going through it in real time from a young, like when I was a young boy, I knew about Alpo. I'm from Brooklyn, but Alpo was from, I knew about boy. You know what I'm saying? That's how his
Mm-hmm.
name was ringing. You know, dudes like Tut, they from my side of East New York. You feel me? He from Cyprus. That's blocks down. I could walk to Cyprus. You know what I'm saying? These are living legends that I knew in real time that I heard about. The real 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? The Supreme Team. My family from Queens. See, I got history in New York, and I was a shorty, and I knew all these things. So I always idolized the gangsters as well. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen dudes popping out, and I seen a lot of fabrications representing the town, that started rubbing me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew better, and I knew a lot of dudes was fronting. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to add my perspective of the town, of the city, for the future, because I realize it is a future generation coming up that do want to know the truth. You know what I'm saying? And then part of the main reason that made me pop out was that whole slogan of New York taking the L. You know what I'm saying? New York taking
Oh
L's.
yeah, yeah.
And this was a campaign
Right.
that went on for, I say, for about 10 years. You feel me? Ever since like Trinidad James came out and things like that. You know, when he came to New York, he was
Yep, I
talking
know.
crazy. It's just been going on for like, I say damn near 10 years, where it was a slogan, a slur campaign, a smear campaign against New York City, where they felt like people from New York was clowns. You know, at this time, we wasn't winning in the rap game no more. I seen New York become followers, trying to be like they from down south, trying to be like they from all over, and they
Right.
started losing the history. You know what I'm saying? Or who they really
Right.
are. And my job was to bring back that light and that perspective of that. Yo, bro, if you from New York City, you got a deep history. You know what I'm saying? That you're supposed to really be still carrying on. It's just that some brothers, they didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? And that was my one of my perspectives of For No Fame, is to let things be known, and I'm not doing it for no fame. You know what I'm saying? Without the work
Right.
I put in, I want the people to get more out of it than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Period. That's it.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Another thing I'll say as well, not just New York City, but the whole East Coast in general.
Right.
You understand? I know the East Coast history in general, period. Like how you from Boston, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had people from my hood was getting money in Springfield, you know, which is not too far from you. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
my hood, people in my hood, we always been like road runners, you know, because once the money was slow up or wasn't enough money for everybody, we never had no fear with getting on that road going to get that money. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about various cities, various towns. You know, that's why anywhere you go to this day, 9 times out of 10, you go run into somebody from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Or New York in
Uh-huh.
general. You know what I'm saying? In general, New
That's
York in general. Some of us always been road runners. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call it.
right. That's something that I always gave them because I done stayed down south too in Boston and a couple of spots. That's what I always gave a New York person. You said a Brooklyn cat is if New York knows some New York dude knows some money's there. They're gonna be a New York nigga there.
There you
He gonna
go.
fight. He
Biggie
gonna
told
fit.
you, man.
He gonna figure a way
Biggie told you,
to
man.
get a piece of that. He gonna
When
figure
Biggie
a
said
way to get
when he
there.
told you he found out things went for Knicks went for 20s down south, bro. I been was on it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was a young boy, I had family down south. So when I used to visit, I used to see them getting trap money, you know what I'm saying? And guess what else? It was the infatuation I had with guns. Guns down south, you know what I'm saying, was like bread and butter, you know what I'm saying? Guns
Yeah,
down south is nothing. Niggas will give you a gun, you know
nothing.
what I'm saying? Niggas will pass you a gun
Yeah,
like nothing. You know, in New York, niggas will
nothing.
have one gun, pass it around, be stingy. You can't fire. Down south, niggas gave me my first guns and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was turned out early. So I always had love for the
Right.
South, you did? And I used to take that down south formula and I would mix it up and use it against New York when I was in New York. You feel me? Stuff like that. I had
Right.
the edge on certain dudes because I knew how to move. If I got in a beef or my hood got in a beef, I know when to go get ding ding ding. You feel me? I come back was lit. You feel me? That was my childhood. You heard? And then
Right.
if my dudes in the town had beef, I knew spots where they could go at and lay low and get money. You know what I'm saying? Talking about real situations, bro. And people that know what I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? But also,
You
that's what
gotta
kept me
think.
out of jail. Put it like this, bro. If I wasn't already into going out of town and moving around, I would have been one of the first wave of brothers probably locked up around that 93, 92 time. Because a lot of my peers started getting locked up around that time. A lot of those brothers are the ones that stayed in the town when the town was already slowing up. They started doing robberies, started doing petty crimes. A lot of brothers, that's when they got a lot of that time. But people like me and my team and people I know, we was already out of town getting money when a lot of the first generation Bloods was getting locked up. We was out of town. So we was back and forth. We was hearing about the Bloods and the Latin King War. We was hearing about that, but we was in the street getting money. You know what I'm saying? So that's how a
Right.
lot of this stuff, and that's part of my childhood. That's one thing I wanted to say is a lot of dudes from my childhood, you know, they became some of the first generation Bloods as well as they was in there when it started. You know what I'm saying? With the wars against the Latin Kings and all of that. And I also was raised guard body, 5% nation. You
Think.
dig?
Oh, that's what's up. Hold on, Yolo. I get that. Out of that chat, please. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's what it is, though.
My fault.
I grew up guard
Um.
body, like I said. So I always been into
Oh, that's
knowledge.
good.
You know
So
what
you
I'm saying?
gotta.
I always been
Right.
into
Right.
knowledge. You did always. See, when I came up,
Right. You.
knowing was what was popping. You know, the more knowledge you had, it was like we was taught that knowledge is power, and the more knowledge you had, the more power you had, and therefore you had a better chance at life. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me a smart criminal. You know what I'm saying? Not only a smart criminal, it made me a smart human being. You know what I'm saying? I never was stupid. Nobody could never be my leader. Nobody could never make me do something I never wanted to do. I never was a do boy. I'm talking about as young, you know what I'm saying? And I always was kind of big for my age. So I always hung around the OGs, always. Like when I was 13, 14, I would be around dudes, you know, 23, 22, 18, 19. I was the young boy that could chill with the older dudes because I knew how to shut up. You know what I'm saying? And they'll let me chill, let me rock. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I learned a lot of game. Plus, I had older brothers that was going to penitentiary, coming home. You know what I'm saying? So I always learned the game. And one thing I learned when you were around the OGs is you shut up. And that's how I was able to rock. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got a lot of
Right.
knowledge, bro. Period.
Oh, again. All right. Again. So far as No Fame, the platform goes, what would you say? What is different on you? What makes your channel different than pulling up on other YouTube channels?
Man, I would just say my channel is different because of my content. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of content on my page, bro. I got over 200 videos, and only a percentage of those videos. I got a large percentage of my videos on my channel that I be dropping jewels. You know what I'm saying? I got information on my channel. You know what I'm saying? And that's totally separate from my lives. Like if a person, period, don't know their direction in life, if you come on my page, you're gonna learn some things that make you look at life different. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get some type of jewel. You come to my page and you start going through the videos. Because one thing for sure, what I do, and one thing I always do, I only speak on what I know, And 9 times out of 10, when I'm speaking on come from self-experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't freestyle and I don't just regurgitate what I heard. Most of the stuff I speak on is because I know, because I've been through it, or I've been seeing it coming because I studied it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Facts.
That's
You know what I'm
what
saying? Like I read the New World Order book when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like 17, 18, 19, New World Order, Illuminati 666, Behold the Pale Horse. I studied them books years ago. So when I see all this
those are
stuff playing out now, and I see how everybody was on that Illuminati talk when it came to YouTube and all that, I seen people regurgitate what they heard. I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Everything we once knew is playing out right now. And that's really what
right.
it is, bro. You're gonna get information from my page, man. Also, you're gonna get some laughs. Because I do like the clown and joke. That's how I was raised too.
Yeah, you
Some
are
people
funny.
call it snapping, whatever you want to call it. That's I come from that too. Joking on
Yeah.
people till they cry or want to fight. One of the two.
Right. That's what they be
Saying?
telling me. You got a slick mouth, T. You be saying, I'm like, man, that's an automatic. Where we come from, that's you gotta have that at least. You gotta have
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. That's the first line. That was actually, bro, that was my first line of defense, knowing how to
Yeah,
joke.
that's
Actually,
exactly that's what
that's the first line of defense. Yeah,
that's the first hook and jab you throwing right.
That's a fact.
You
That's a
know.
fact, bro. Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this last one before you play the game. I keep asking. I'm gonna ask you another thing, some of this too. So don't get frustrated with me, dog.
Uh-uh.
What does leadership mean to you? And basically, are you a leader?
Well, leadership mean to me, I'm gonna be real, right? Leadership is just leading by example, man. You know, leadership is not telling nobody what to do. Leadership is leading by example, man. Period. You know, say what you mean what you say, and let your actions equal up to what you say out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's leadership, is leading by example, bro. I never been one to tell somebody follow me or do it my way or do it like this. I'm gonna do it when I do something, I'm gonna do it so right and so smooth, you're gonna want to do it my way. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to put me as a leader in that category, yeah, I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? But I'm my own leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody else's leader. You understand what I'm saying, bro?
Right.
Leader by example. That's me all day. That's how I always been.
Mhm. All right,
Not a
so
dude not to cut you, because I gotta
okay, it's all
clarify
good.
it. You got some leaders, alleged leaders, they like telling people do this and do that, do this, do that. I never did that. You know what I'm saying? I never been that type of person. If people follow me, it's because they seen something in me. You know what I'm saying? They seen the direction I was going. They see I can make things happen. You know, I'm always been one of them type of dudes, bro. And let me clarify this too. I never in my life had a code D. Never had a code D. Never. You know what I'm saying? When I was on the streets doing dirt, everything I did was by myself. You understand? When it came down to it. So I never had to worry about nobody telling on me. Like we see now how people get told on. A lot of people got caught up in all type of nonsense because they wanted to be leaders or they wanted to have followers behind them. And a lot of people they set themselves up for failure. So I never had a code D ever in my life. And I learned that as a teenager. Trust me when I tell you.
You good on that one?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. I'm
Hey
good.
there, Roy. All
I'm
right, so
good.
basically, man, I'm just gonna ask you like two things, and you're just gonna choose what right or wrong is just what you you ready? You
Ready.
cool?
Let's go.
All right. Build or destroy?
Build. I'm about building,
Me
bro.
or us?
Me.
Me or us?
Me.
Lean or lease or own? I heard you. My fault. I got you. Lease or own?
Own.
Click views or drop a message?
Drop a message.
Sativa indica.
Oh man.
You say
Indica,
you
man.
got me.
Indica, man.
Yourself or kids?
Which one I put first?
Yeah.
Man, my kids, bro.
Henny or Douce?
That's a good question because I was into the Henny, but I did transition to the Douce. Now I say Douce. I say Douce, man.
City,
Say it one more time.
city or country?
City. I say city.
Nike or Adidas?
Nike. But recently I've been rocking Adidas though.
That's
Yeah.
what's up. Outkast or Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang all day.
I got some good shit for you here. Swoops or Cooper?
Cooper, man.
Wow. Slim or thick?
Man, I say thick, man.
Wifey or thotty?
Wifey, man.
Crafts or CeeLo?
CeeLo.
House party or Players Club?
Oh man, house party, man.
House party or clubbing?
A what? House party at clubbing?
Yep.
Oh man, that's a good one too. Man, I say clubbing.
Shoot or fight?
Shoot, I'm gonna be real.
90s rap or present rap?
What you say?
90s rap or present rap?
I like the rap now too. I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying. But when it comes to substance, I say '90s rap.
Beef or pork?
Beef.
Averex or Pelly Pell?
I say Averex.
Family or Dolo?
Dolo.
Seafood?
One more time. Say it one more time.
Italian or I said seafood, but I meant to say soul food. Italian food or soul food?
That's a good one right there. I'm gonna say soul food though.
Italian ice or the WWE ice cream bar?
Yeah, that's another good one, man. But Italian icy, man.
Home meal or
Home meal always wins.
Macho Man or Honky Tonk Man?
Macho Man.
The Block or Wall Street?
Man, the block, man.
UFC or boxing?
Boxing.
Movie or documentary?
That's a good one too. I say it's not like a good documentary, you know what I'm saying? I say documentary, man.
Read or audiobook?
Read.
Da Vinci or Van Gogh?
I say Da Vinci, man.
Ice-T or Slick Rick?
Slick Rick.
MLK or Malcolm X?
Malcolm X.
Rondo or Pat Beverly?
Man, that's a good one too. I say Rondo.
I knew you was fucking with that. I got a good. This one's better. WWF or YouTube?
You got chopped up. You say WWF?
WWF or YouTube?
YouTube, man. YouTube.
Warren
Man.
Warren Moon or Doug Williams?
Warren Moon.
All right, bro. Thank you for answering the questions. We're gonna get back to to the rest of. At this point, or do you look forward to being consider yourself a pillar of your community?
Well, right now, I look at it like this, bro. Every time I pop out, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I get a chance to speak to anybody, I'm always gonna be a pillar. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna do what I do, which is you know what I'm saying, try to uplift and try to inspire people. I'm the type I always look for the good in people. So whenever I step in a room, I'm always gonna come with the good vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna try to show love and you know what I'm saying, make people feel important. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got their way on how they want to uplift their community. And in my opinion, it starts individual by individual. You know what I'm saying? Like when I go to the store, the person that's working in the store, I'm gonna show them love and respect. The people that's in the store shopping, you know what I'm saying? When I come outside, I'm gonna give the unk outside, I'm gonna give him some change. I'm gonna chop it up with him. Like that's the type of dude I am. You know what I'm saying? So as I move throughout any community, I'm always, you know what I'm saying, coming with that positive energy. And that's really how you make changes. You got to touch souls. When you touch souls, that's how you make a change. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. That's my way. That's how I work. You dig?
Word. What do you think? I would say maybe two or three do's and don'ts.
Say what do's and don'ts. So you chopped up a little bit. You said the do's and
Yeah,
don'ts.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I said though.
Say,
Yep.
repeat it one more time. Repeat it one more time.
What are a couple of YouTube's do's and don'ts as far as you're concerned?
YouTube do's and don'ts. First thing I would say is don't be lying. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Don't clout chase. Don't be a follower. And don't spend too much of your time regurgitating and dealing with negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Beefing, back and forth, back and forth. Don't do too much of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I will say to dudes, it's nothing wrong with taking your shots. It's nothing wrong with dissing somebody, violating somebody, but you can't let that overshadow what you got to offer. Because I feel like everybody got a voice and everybody got something a little more to offer, whether they even see it in themselves. The dues is just be consistent. Whatever you do, be consistent and don't change up for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself. Your personality is what always wins. What wins for you is not going to win for me. You know what I'm saying? Always be yourself. That's the dues. You know what I'm saying? And don't do everything for some money because that's when you're going to lose your creativity and your integrity. That's what I'll say on that.
All right. Basically the same thing with life. Three do's and don'ts in life.
Man, in life, bro, like I say, man, it's kind of like life. Like you said, don't
Basically the same.
don't be a follower. Don't depend on somebody to save you and make your life better. Don't always walk around with a negative attitude. You understand? And don't be hard on yourself. And then on the other side of that token, I say what you need to do or what you should do is try to motivate yourself, stay self-motivated, always put God first. Or if you don't believe in none of that, always believe that it's a creator that created you and this world didn't just pop out of nowhere. Always believe it's something greater for you to be doing. It's a bigger purpose for you. And always, you know what I'm saying, look for the future. And always look forward to putting that work, putting your own work in, because you can be something. You know what I'm saying? You can always change your life. So I would say something you should do is always look for the future and how you can better yourself. You know what I'm saying? That goes for everybody.
That's what's up. Um, what are your thoughts on our mainstream entertainers right now?
Man, I look at they a joke right now. All the mainstream entertainers, they a joke. They already sold out for the money. They all about the money. And let's be real, they're not even entertaining no more. It really is no entertainment. There's no comedy. It's nobody funny. It's nobody really being original. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment is really it's at a standstill right now because you got to remember, since the pandemic, they actually shut down the entertainment game. They've been shut down. You know, they recently let them come back out and play, do their little shows, things like that. But you gotta understand one thing about Hollywood. Hollywood has been shut down, right? A lot of actors have been replaced with foreigners. There is no more big movie roles no more. Like I said, I did a special on that. It would never be another Denzel Washington. It would never be another Spike Lee. You know what I'm saying? Because those doors are closed. Same thing with basketball. Everything is controlled so high where it's not about talent coming out of the hoods no more. You know, before it was all about talent. If you had talent, the right person saw your talent, you know, you can make it big. But now it's not about that. You know, now they'll get somebody and make them a star. You know what I'm saying? They give you who they want you to be entertained by now. You know, my point is, so entertainment is really over with. And y'all, if you know what I mean by that, y'all know it's not the same no more. You know what I'm saying? You see how they change the rules in football, basketball. You see movies not the same. The movies straight to Netflix. Most of them are trash. So it's not even a movie that'll make you want to go to the movies and actually see it now. You know what I'm saying? Because entertainment is not the same no more. It's watered down. It's finesse. And part of that was also part of the lowering the self-esteem of people. You know what I'm saying? And also controlling the minds of the people. Not, you know, they don't want you to be inspired by certain entertainers no more. That's why you'll see most of your entertainers have been slandered. You know what I'm saying? They've been disrespected. They've been violated. They've been, you know, mostly all your icons have been violated. You know what I'm saying? They've been brought down to nothing, reduced to nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that was also part of the game, so that the average youth in the hood would lose self-esteem. You know, that's why you think a lot of young dudes, they don't want to play basketball no more. They don't want to play football. They don't want to go to acting school. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to do none of that. But the one thing they kept open is that hip-hop lane. Because within that hip-hop, that rap music, it's always a dream in that. It's a dream. And as long as you keep that rap going, they can sell people dreams and have your child dreaming that he could take a shortcut and be rich overnight. You know what I'm saying? So they can always keep that going.
Could you explain your candid willingness to expose frauds?
Man, my whole thing about exposing fraud is like on the street where I'm from. You can't be dealing with no fraudulent behavior because you're going to get checked. You're going to get ran down on. You know what I'm saying? That's all I know. This is how I was raised. So it's like, when you look, man, when I look at a fraud, it's like you lying to me. I don't like being lied to. I don't like being finessed. I don't like being tricked. You know what I'm saying? So it's times where I've been tricked by frauds. I've been finessed. And then it's like the same thing in the game. Like if you went to cop some work and you feel like you found out once he cheated you on that work or you got beat, you going back to see that man. You know what I'm saying? If you let somebody into your home and they stole from you, you going back to knock on their door. So it's the same thing when I see frauds in real life. When you a fraud, I'm gonna run down on you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I know. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I'm not gonna tolerate is nobody finessing the people with a big platform. Why? Because we've been seeing that our whole life on what? Television. Tell lies to our vision. We've been seeing this our whole life, being lied to right in our face. So we're not gonna come on YouTube and then watch somebody still trying to lie to our face. That's not gonna happen on my watch. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not doing that. That's called deception. And that's part of why our people or people as a whole can't get to where they're trying to go, because they always being deceived. You'll look at every time, you know, we believe in somebody or some people think that person got the answers. By the time they figure out this person been lying to lead them astray, they done ran your pockets. They done led you all over the place, and then you left with nothing because you sat there and was being deceived for so long. So now I'm not letting no fraud live on my watch. I'm on them quick. I'm gonna expose you. You dig? And if it was real life, if you was a fraud, I'll run down on you. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's just what it is. I'm gonna want to test. If you say you was a gangster, you know, in the street, they're gonna want to test your gun game. You a fighter, this dude's gonna run down, want to test your knuckle game. So that's what it is. You say you're a leader, I'm gonna test your leader skills. Whatever you portray. I'm a person like me. If I smell something fishy, I'm gonna say something. That's it, bro.
Word.
That's it.
SOS. What does leaders and others need to do to save our communities across the globe?
Man, that's what I could say, man. The leaders need to do what they're supposed to do. But man, we live in a time now. Most leaders have sold out already, bro. I'm just gonna be real, man, because the world we living in, they're not gonna let nobody be a legitimate leader. You know what I'm saying? Most leaders are already bought and they're already bought already. You know what I'm saying? Most leaders, they get big-headed, egotistical, and they become narcissists where it becomes about them, and they're not willing to sacrifice nothing for the people. You know, they'll say that out their mouth, but they're not gonna really do that. Just look at every leader you've seen in your life and sit back and ask yourself, what did they really do? You know what I'm saying? Like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson. You know what I'm saying? They did a little bit of things. They did some things, but I'm talking about they never done nothing to sacrifice their own self. You know, these dudes, once they get up in that mansion, they get them luxury cars, they gonna do and say a little bit in front of the camera, but they're not gonna really sacrifice nothing. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you're dealing with a leader, you're dealing with sheep. You're dealing with a sheep herder, you're dealing with sheep, you know, a shepherd. Man, whenever you're dealing with leadership, it's always gonna be chaos after a while, man. That's how it go, bro. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this throughout history.
You see that when Jesse Jackson got caught calling Obama a nigga and shit. He thought the mic was off.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's always gonna be like that, bro. Because you go know why? When you got leadership and you got followings, it's always gonna be disgruntled members. And it's always going to be confusion. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say lead by example. What I mean by that, if I do what's right my way, if T History do what's right his way, eventually we'll cross paths and then we could do some things together. You know what I'm saying? But we still could keep going our own way. And at the same time, it'll become a fad, or not a fad, other people to catch on and they'll do things their way. Like if everybody do positive, their own way, everything, all the dots would eventually connect. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of dudes, I'm glad you said that. A lot of dudes, a lot of people, they like to start cult followings where it's my way, or if it ain't my way, it ain't the right way. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got all the answers. And then they breed people that agree with them 100%, stand on every word they say out their mouth, hand and foot, and then they get led astray. I call that cult followers. That's what you got, a lot of cult following going on, where people are rave their pom-poms, yeah, of anything you say. You know what I'm saying? That ain't my style, bro. That's why I say I don't want a lot of followers. You dig? I want people to be solid. I don't need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I'm gonna say is I'm not perfect. No man is perfect. You understand? So a lot of time, these so-called leaders, they be portraying that perfect image. Then what happened? They make one slip up and it's over for them. You know what I'm saying? Because they try to be holier than thou. And they told their people that they was the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? And then the people get so blind that you can't do no wrong in the public eye. I understand that. That's how it goes, though. You know what I'm saying? We've seen it throughout history, time and time again, man. People that know the truth and still ignore the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell nobody nothing wrong about R. Kelly. If they love R. Kelly from day one, they're gonna still love R. Kelly. That's what I call a cult following. You dig? You got cult followers out here, man. And it's always the people that don't know they self. They look for everything outside of they self to make them feel good. See, it's about feelings. As long as you make a person feel good inside, they're gonna follow you. And especially if you got money. You show them money and you make them feel good, they're gonna think you got all the answers. That's how I go, man. So that's how easy it really is to set somebody up for failure. Easy. You know what I'm saying? If I was a wicked dude, I'd be the master of that. Showing you money, showing you a lavish lifestyle, and feeding you a whole bunch of dreams. You know what I'm saying? Clickbaiting all day. It's easy to do that. And that never was my DNA, bro. Never. I can't do that. I can't live with myself being a fraud. You know what I'm saying? But it's easy to be a fraud, bro. That's the easiest thing in the world. Don't get it twisted. I know how to be a finesse king because I was a finesse king in the streets. You dig? Period.
How do you feel about cryptocurrency and the other new ways of getting bread these days?
Man, you just said it yourself, bro. That's the new wave, man. That's the new way of life, man. That's what it's all coming down to. You know what
So
I'm
you
saying? Back in
stand.
the days, remember, back in the days before paper money, it was coins. It was all, you had the silver dollar, the gold dollar, you had even back in the Roman days, and before that, they always used coins. Now we use paper money. Paper money is becoming old now. You know what I'm saying? It's going into digital currency. And that's going to be the way of the world. Because not only through investments, but it got to do with safety reasons as well, tracking. You know what I'm saying? No more hiding money under the table. No more being able to invest thousands and millions of dollars all overseas and into different things that nobody know about. It's going to a lot of different things, but that's where we all headed at. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to be. But it ain't all
Well, do you
bad though.
think that? But do you think that's a good idea if you can't stash a couple on the low?
What I would say is paper money is always going to be, it's always going to be worth something. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, we going to a time where other things are worth more than paper money. Like it's other things. It's more about investing. It's about investing now. You know what I'm saying? It's really about investing, bro. Not only investing into digital currency, but the things that digital currency can buy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It, like you said before. Okay, I'm gonna give an example. Before it might have been stacking paper. Now it might be stacking gold bars. It might be stacking. You might buy a brand new car, don't never drive it, keep the mileage zero, and you put it up. That car might be worth 100 racks. Still got 100 racks. It's just put up. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a form of cash. It's just an example. You might buy a house, keep
Mhm.
that house brand new. It's paid for. You keep it up. Don't move into it. That's 100 racks. That's 200 racks. And so his money is still. It's just going. It's just the form of money is changing. You know what I'm saying? You always gonna have pawn shops, things like that. So it's just the way money circulate is changing. It's more about like the world of faking it till you make it is coming to an end. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Pulling out money phones. When we see dudes pulling out money phones and showing you stacks of cash, that don't mean you got that don't mean you rich no more. That's the whole point. That does not mean you rich because you can show a lot of cash. You know what I'm saying? Because they print money every day, all day. So you got to understand the whole science of money. You know what I'm saying? The things we thought was a lot of money is that don't mean a lot of money no more. That's all I'm gonna say.
How do you feel about clickbait and clout chasing?
Clickbaiting is like lying, telling lies, man. Clickbaiting is, I understand people clickbait to get their money, you know what I'm saying? But what they're actually doing is ruining things, you know what I'm saying? It's like you going through your cable channels and you click on the show that says comedy, and when you turn it on, it's a love story. You know what I'm saying? Or because they wanted that
Right.
view. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's fraudulent behavior. It's kind of like a thin line of being a sick weirdo when you clickbait all day. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. My point is this: you can't live off that forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I will say this: anybody thinking they're gonna make a living off YouTube, if that's your agenda, that's your purpose, then you got life messed up. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying, man. YouTube is not going to change your life. Period. It can help you out. It can get you some extra dollars. You can get a lot of money. I guess, but it's not going to change your life because it's a thin line between YouTube and reality. You know what I'm saying? And I say that.
Mm.
Or the time you put
Um,
into YouTube is not going to add up to the time you could put into something else if you're trying to get real money. You know what I'm saying?
right. Um, well, we're saying that. What are the goals for the for no fame brand and platform?
My goal is to keep bringing good content, man. To step my game up, man. Having good content, good entertainment, man. That's it, man. When you pull it, when you come, when you dealing with me or you dealing with, my brand, I want you to get something out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no matter what it
Well,
is, just get something. You know what I'm saying?
I would ask you then again, like, what you think what if because sometimes people don't get back feedback, but so far what you saying, what you just said, what do you feel that you need to step your game up at?
course.
Is it something that you see, or you just saying, yeah, you always got to
Man,
shop it, but you always can get better? You just saying it from
always.
that point of view.
I'm saying it from both aspects, bro. There's some things I got in the pot. It's always about stepping your game. Every day I'm looking at what I could do better. You know what I'm saying? How can I further my brand and further my brand my way, how I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole
Mm-hmm.
key. That's the number one trick right there. That's the main point. I want to show people that it's about doing it your way, how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And getting the right results you want. You dig? Like I said a million times, if I want to just get a lot of subscribers and views, I know how to do that. I know different ways to do that. Trust and believe that, but that's not what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because all money
Right.
ain't good money. I don't. It's like it's a store. I don't want everybody coming to my store because then I got people coming to my store. They want to rob my store. They want to steal. I don't want everybody coming to my store. I only want the people to come to my store that want to come to my store, that like coming to my store, and when they come to my store, they know what they're looking for. And they can afford
Right.
what's in the store. You did. They know what's going on. See, and that's my way of making I'm trying to make my brand elite. You know what I'm saying? Separated from the rest. Quality over quantity. You dig? That's my whole grind. You dig? And I also see that some of the biggest brands we see, what happens? Eventually they fall. But then you got some brands that's out. They've been out since before you was born, and they still gonna be here when you die. That's how I look at my brand. You dig?
Right.
Like whoever thought Toys R Us would go out of business, you know what I'm saying? Radio Shack, stuff like that. You get what I'm
Right.
saying?
No doubt.
I can name a whole bunch of brands that done fell. They was big at one time, but they fell. And then there's some brands they still around. You know what I'm saying? Like Arm & Hammer. You know what I'm saying? Things like
Right.
that. Tropicana.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm all into branding, all of that, marketing. You know, I'm into a lot of things, bro. You know what I'm saying? But another thing you gotta watch on here, people will they will steal your ideas, they will swagger jack you. You dig? So that's why I also move accordingly. It's a certain way I move. You know what I'm saying? I don't never like to be repetitious. I don't never like to be doing the same thing the same time, all the time, the same way. I like to, be swift and changeable. That's how I move. You know what I'm saying? But I always support and I always been a dude that loved the underdog. You know what I'm saying? I love the underdogs. I'm never too much fond of the favorite. I always rock with the underdog. That's in everything. Sports, a lot of music. I'll be the first one on a certain dude in a rap game. Next thing you know, he blow up. Once he blow up, he becomes everybody's favorite. He get corny after that. You know what I'm saying? I love to find the underdog, the new talent. That's always been my thing. Same thing with sports. I like to see the
Rolling with Golden
underdog win.
State.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
Golden
rolling with
State.
Golden State. Mark Jackson, Golden State.
Of course. He built that whole team up from scratch. Then they took it
Right.
from him. Then they
Yep.
became trash after that. They wasn't the same. Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know where I'm coming from.
Mhm. Well, bro, that's the questions that I have for you. Is this something that you want to let the people know? Something that you have for yourself? Anything that you just want to tell your peoples and all the people that's out there that's listening?
Or something you just said, bro. And we just finished talking about it. I'm about to be starting my sports channel. You did. I'm about to be starting my sports channel on, you know what I'm saying? For those that's into sports and sports betting, I'm about to start a sports show. You know what I'm saying? Just let you know right now. I already got that in the works. So for those who into
Right.
sports talk, sports betting, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm nice with the bets and all of that. I'm starting a sports channel. You know what I'm saying? And you're welcome because I see you was talking about them sports. Anybody want to pull up? I'm gonna have open
Yeah.
platform and we're gonna chop up
Oh yeah,
sports and things like
you
that. You know
know I'm
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying?
over there. I've
Yeah,
been
that's
trying to
definitely
do the
what I'm
same
coming with.
thing. I ain't had no partner, and I've been kind of slacking on
It's
it.
definitely
But
what
I
I'm coming
definitely
with. You know
pull
what
up.
I'm saying? Definitely what I'm coming with. And I also want to say, salute to all my supporters, to everybody that, you know what I'm saying, been holding me down, everybody that rock with me. And like I said, to me, I like my family, you know what I'm saying? Because what I do it for y'all as well, you know what I'm saying? And I feed off the feedback, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might not be feeling too good that day. I might not be in my best state of mind, but when I link up with the people, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, they motivate me and they might not even know it. You know what I'm saying? They keep me going. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be telling people this is a thin line of reality. You know what I'm saying? Meaning nobody's perfect, meaning you know, I can go astray. You know what I'm saying? I can start backtracking and go back into a world of chaos. You know what I'm saying? It's a thin line between the streets and being legit in reality. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always stress positive energy, bro. Positive energy is worth more than money. You know what I'm saying? I look at people as worth more than money. When you got a good relationship, that's worth more than any type of money. You can't put no money on that with me. That's how I look at life. That's what I learned. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had to learn. It's not always about money. Because when you doing the right thing, money always gonna come. And even when you don't have money, doors are still always gonna open up for you. And it's called not burning bridges. You know what I'm saying? I learned these things and they work for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for nobody else. So what I do is me. And the people that embrace it, I embrace them. You know what I'm saying? And I plan on building with those people in real life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do.
Word. All right then, man. Starting off with you, man. Happy New Year. I thank you for doing this. This took us a little second. It's always right when it happens. It was supposed to happen, and it happened now. And you put it down, brother. I want you to do this, like I said, for my couple of people. And the people that's gonna catch this, being Bush babies on the low, they're gonna catch it in a replay. They didn't find themselves as subscribers of yours. I just want the people to hear from my brother. So y'all just got Fame No Fame. Excuse me, 4NOFAME raw form like he do Monday through Fridays in the morning. And basically that's all your promo, right? You just got your YouTube channel that you could be out that, or do you got Instagrams, Facebooks, or what?
I got all platforms, but I will be pushing all platforms starting after tomorrow. I got 4NOFAME on Facebook, 4NOFAME on Instagram, and on Twitter. You dig? But I will be turning up on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Politicking and connecting with the people, but also you know what I'm saying, getting my stuff out there the way I supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I've been focusing on my YouTube thing, getting things in order, but I will be on. I'm already on all platforms because I solidified my name on them platforms. I'm already there, so y'all can go subscribe to any one of the platforms of 4NOFAME, and I got a lot of stuff coming on the table. You dig? I must definitely say that, and definitely salute the UT history because you always reached out to me. You always supported. Shared my videos. You know what I'm saying? You always extended your hand, and I respect that about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say thanks.
Yeah, you welcome, bro. It's all it's only real. I have to do that. All right. If anybody, like I said, man, they're gonna do something else. What y'all on later? I see you put something up there for later. So we you gonna chill out a while and do or whatever? Because I know y'all for everybody, a couple of shows is gonna be doing a couple more things. So I know you're gonna hear from No Fame again later and P at Grown Man Talk. And I know that friendly. I know a couple of people gonna do a couple of things, but I would say now we out. This was a great one. I appreciate everybody for pulling up on both sides. People who didn't know for pulling up on us and being a part. Until next time, man. Got to get it right, baby. It's history, and y'all was a part of it. Peace.
One.